getting it on. I be riding around town, stunting on you clowns. My hands up in the air, they never coming down. Y'all be hating on me.
Hey guys, this is the Talk to Me Driver podcast. I am your host, B Stone.
With your boy JB.
How y'all doing today, man? I got a topic I want us to talk about, and it's a bit on the trucking side. But if you're new to trucking and you buy a used piece of equipment, just understand within 90 days you're gonna start to see some kind of failures in the equipment. So that's what we're gonna talk about on part of this. The other part we're gonna talk about just knowing what you're getting into. Do your research on what you're getting into so you know what to do, and listen to people that's in that industry. Please don't think because you done had your uncle or your daddy that's done told you stuff about it but ain't in it.
Your great-great-grandmama.
And ain't never did it and always talking about them over there saying,
oh, that's some good money there.
Ain't never been on a boat, ain't never drove a truck.
I ain't even attempted to get a permit for the CDL.
They ain't even went to school for it.
On everything.
So, guys, we just want you to understand, like we say all the time, this is just to enlighten y'all. Because these are real, I'm getting people that are really having these issues, and then they get mad and say, man, they trying to get over, or they sold me a faulty piece of equipment. No, you got to understand.
If you buying anything, it don't matter if it's a truck, a box truck, an 18-wheeler, hell, even a car, you got to do an inspection on it yourself. You can't go by what a dealership says. You gotta inspect everything. A dealership, it can be Chevy, Nissan, Toyota, anything. It don't matter because they got a brand name. You got to check behind them too.
Yeah, and your warranty don't mean they gonna fix everything.
Yeah, and with a warranty, they making you purchase a warranty for a vehicle that still has a factory warranty on it.
And you buying it.
They making money off you again because it already still within warranty. They make you purchase another warranty saying it's extended. How you gonna extend a warranty that's already still in place? You know, and the car's still new. You know, so they keep making money off you on top of money. Lord forbid you go get a loan with them instead of getting an auto loan from a traditional bank because they gonna add more interest rates. They gonna add more.
Oh yeah.
You know, they gonna make the price fluctuate even more.
Oh yeah. And with that, guys, just know if you go get a piece of equipment or even a car, whatever you get, have enough money to go get that car checked out or that piece of equipment checked out. Because if you're banking on them telling you, okay, this is this, you might get down the street halfway to your house and the car cut off. And you mad. Talking about they sold you something faulty. No. While you test driving, if you're going to buy it, ask them to give you not just the Carfax. Ask them to talk about that maintenance report. Ask them to show you what they fixed when they got the car.
Because they harassing you about getting insurance. Hey, make sure you get insurance. Make sure you get insurance. Make sure you're covered. That's why they harassing you because they already know it's messed up. That's why they keep, make sure you're covered. Make sure you get all this stuff.
Yeah. And then now you're mad. You're sitting at the table mad, thinking you was going to go get you something to eat in your new whip. And you done took that money and had to withdraw it out your account because you needed to pay extra in insurance, or you bought the extra warranty or whatever it was so called. So guys, especially in trucking, please go check that vehicle. You have every right. If you go to someone and they tell you you cannot take that truck to a dealership like Freightliner, Peterbilt, any of that, and get that truck checked out before you buy it, don't buy it. Because you're going to end up having some issues and you're going to get down the road. It may not be that month. It may not be 2 months, but I guarantee you within 90 days, something gonna fall. Something gonna give. And it's gonna be something that it ain't used to because you don't know what that person did. You don't know how they drove that truck. You don't know how often they changed the oil filters, any of that. And they change it. And in some of these dealerships, man, I've had experience. They do a DOT inspection. They don't change and do nothing else. and they say the truck is operational just because it can pass a DOT inspection.
I don't think nothing.
And then you get on the road. You get on the road, you put your first load on you, you think you finna make you some money. Your truck, you on the side of the road. Smoking.
You gotta make sure all these people you dealing with during the process, make sure they standing on business.
Oh yeah.
We're trying to reach out to everybody, make sure everybody's standing on what they said, make it back up what you buying and paying for, because this is your investment. You investing in yourself to get that commercial license, to get that nice big truck or the next big truck and a truck after that.
Oh yeah.
If you a fleet. If you got a fleet of broke down trucks, how you gonna make money? You gonna be in debt. I'm saying anybody who running the business in debt, because guess what?
You gotta do it.
You always owe somebody.
Yeah.
You always gonna owe somebody. You know, so at the end of the day, make sure you verifying and going on everything you do before you purchase a truck. You can't go by what the salesman or the dealer got on the paperwork. You know, they gonna make sure they cover the salesman because hell, they trying to make money. He trying to make commission.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's how it works.
Biggest thing.
If you selling a boat, plane, truck, anything.
Yeah. They gonna tax you, and they gonna tax you. They gonna tax. Man, I had a truck. I got a Blue International. I had rode the bus from Mobile to Dallas to pick up the truck. Got the truck, came back home, ran for 3 weeks on the side of the road.
Damn, son.
Had to turn around and call him and was like, man, hey, this truck messed up. Oh, no, it was a good truck. I'm sorry, I'm not making fun of y'all, but that's how the man was talking, bro.
Y'all. Oh my God, Lord, Father God, y'all.
But he just kept telling me it was a good truck. And I'm like, if it was a good truck, then it wouldn't have failed this quick. And it's a lot of guys I'm meeting, they're mad because me and a friend of mine, we were talking. He had a partner that had 70 grand he got. He took that whole 70 grand and went and bought a truck. Come to find out, the truck was in someone else's name when the dealership sold it to him. So he couldn't drive the truck. He had to go back to the state where he got the truck from. Find out from the owner that actually name was on it. Go to the registration, get all that refiled and all that, and that takes weeks, guys. And you done spent your money on this truck thinking you finna go make money. That's gonna take about a 2 to 3 week process for you to even get your registration reapplied for, all that paperwork, just because you're excited to get in it.
Can't be anxious.
You get excited to get in it, bro. Man, I've seen guys, man, crying. They be ready to fight because they gave their savings away, thinking this was the investment they were gonna grow with, and they shut down because the equipment don't work.
Getting raped without even getting in the bed, getting raped on paper.
Yeah, all day long. And hey, guys, you have every right to go and take that truck to that dealership. There are some things that you need to do when you get, or you're looking at a truck. If you do not have a mechanic that can come look at that truck with you, because the mechanic can only look at the exterior of the motor and things like that. There's something that y'all may know about. Some of y'all may not even know, especially you new truckers. Have y'all ever heard of an oil sample test? Probably not. But what that oil sample test is like $125. And it tells you anything that's going on inside that motor. It tells you if the pistons are rubbing, if there's metal shavings in the oil that you just can't see right now. But as you get to driving, you'll start to see it. But you go take that truck to the manufacturer, tell them to do an oil test, and tell them to test your rear end, your transmission, so that you know when you go into this, you ain't got no issues. Also, your DEF filter. Had them, if you these trucks now, they got DEF, which is, it's supposed to be a fuel cleaner for the air, but it actually bogs the vehicle down.
viral. Tip.
Exactly.
Environmental friendly.
And
Next thing you know, we're gonna have electric trucking industry.
and it's pretty much there. You see them now, like they're on the top of the hood of the truck. It's this bracket, and the bracket got two balls on the side on one on each side of the truck. Read the lanes, got one in the middle. It reads the center of the lane, and it's all electric, and it follows. And the cameras keep the truck in the lane. I've seen people on the interstate. All they're doing is just sitting in the driver's seat, waiting on if the truck veers too far or the truck needs to turn into a place. They have to do that manual turn, or if it has to back into the dock, they have to do that. But riding up and down that interstate, they just sitting there with their feet kicked back, holding the steering wheel.
They're gonna have to go get my CDL. That sounds like a job to me. Kick back and relax.
So man, I've had experience, guys, and this has been hitting me for the last couple of days with people calling and asking like, what do you do? I mean, it's just simple stuff that I learned trial and error. I've had issues, just people just learning, man. We're giving you life experiences because I know some of y'all going through that. I know some of y'all know somebody that's gonna spend some money and you told them not to do it and they went and did it anyway because they was excited about what they were doing and now they mad. Now they don't like the trucking industry. Now they sitting there with the poop face and you be like, you sitting there and like, bro, I told you not to do that.
Yeah. And I don't get offended by nobody not wanting to join certain industries. Some people are like, well, this industry make this money. This industry make this money, or it's down and this time. It's not a good peak season for that. It don't matter what job you in. Every job has a season. Let's just go be consistently running.
Oh yeah.
You gotta be willing to know the sacrifices, all the trials and tribulations you go through, whether it's trucking or anything you do.
Yeah, any business.
You know, any business. So get in the trucking industry, know that you're gonna make sacrifices. You're gonna be gone from home, you're gonna miss birthdays, you're gonna miss baby showers, you're gonna miss this, you're gonna miss that, you're gonna miss out on a lot of stuff. You're gonna miss out on your best friend party, you're gonna miss, hey, anything can happen. But if you that type of person, you feel like you gotta be at all the events, hell, go get your Uber driver job. You'll be in the transportation industry still.
Yep, and bring their food to the party. You Uber to them. Hey, make money while you going.
Hey,
sure.
You gonna be there.
Might as well make some.
You crying about being on the road in the big truck, so hey.
Shoot. You gotta do that, dog. You got to, guys. Man, I've been in it 10 years. It's things that health-wise, but yeah, guys, I've been dealing with people, and we've been in it. I've been in it 10 years. Just knowing some of the experiences and getting calls from people and just meeting people and talking to people about their experiences and things going through and seeing how people are being played because they got the money. You're so anxious mentally, you're not thinking correctly. Because I've been there. I've been to the point to where I was able to go get it, and I'm more excited than paying attention to what I need to pay attention to. And I see things, but I choose to ignore because of the excitement of me being able to have the truck. And in that excitement, I end up getting something and it's faulty. So just being that way, guys, we just want to make sure that we just relay this stuff out to y'all, man, because with anything, you got to stand on your business. Standing on business, I like that.
And not even making, you're gonna make mistakes in any business you try to do or any job aspect. Employee or employee, the employer for the most part know you're gonna make mistakes.
Yeah.
That's why they have write-ups. You got 3 chances, or some don't care at all. You good and gone, you fired. Like with no care in the world.
That's true.
You know, you can't be doing all the calling in and, you know, you calling in and trying to take off in the first 2 months of working at a job because you done made that good money, you done made that big money you had been looking for. Now you trying to take off and take a vacation. Now you trying to take off and do this. You trying to hang out with your boys or hang out with your girls. Because there's women in the trucking industry.
Yes, a lot of
women
them.
in all types of the transportation industry, point blank.
Yeah.
But you have to know when it's your season and your time. You got to take off after your 90 days, or when you can take off.
Yeah.
Just don't be going taking off and not making your supervisor aware, or making whoever's in charge of you aware. You have to know to stand your ground and know when to do things in order.
Yes.
You just can't be jumping around, taking off from work, and expect it to be okay when you come back to work, and then you there with the boo-boo face. Hey, boo-boo.
Now you looking at they mad because they tell you to go home or they don't give you the runs you want. So now you getting sent home early, or you stuck out at a truck stop because they tell you, hey, bro, we ain't got no load.
Hey, why I'm not getting that big long run no more? I was making all the money on that run. Why I'm not getting that no more?
Because you remember we asked you to do something, and you told us that wasn't in your job description.
Oh, come on now, bro. Come on, bro.
Trucking is trucking.
Come on, man. On everything, man. I need that money, bro.
Did you need it last week?
Yeah, bro.
So did you need it when you had the attitude?
Yeah.
So why you had the attitude and you needed it?
I don't know, bro.
Well, then you got to blame that on yourself, because you got to tell your kids you had an attitude while your check looked the way it looked.
Bro.
Because that's just how that's going to go.
That's how crazy y'all be looking.
Y'all be looking mad.
You get pissed off and upset because you told to take off.
Don't kill the messenger.
Can't be doing that, going all these folks' jobs and trying to take off and do this and do that. They don't care what you got going on. They running an operation. They don't care.
Yes.
They gave you your set schedule, and you trying to do other things within inside that set schedule. Know the guidelines of that job before you take the job. Know the off time. Know that you don't get paid holidays. Know that you go work holidays.
Oh yeah, and play their rules to your advantage. Find their rules, learn their rules, and use their rules to your advantage, so that you know, as long as you in these guidelines, if they say something to you, they can go look at their handbook. But I'm gonna tell you something, most of y'all don't even read the handbook. Most of y'all don't know that y'all can go ahead and do certain things, and then you don't find that out until somebody told you randomly. And you're like, man, I've been here 6 years and I ain't never knew I could do that.
Wow.
If you read the handbook, you would know you could do that.
Read.
They say if you don't want hide something from black people, they say put it in the book. I'm just saying, if you ain't, I bet half of y'all that's listening or half of y'all that's watching, how many of y'all actually read the manual to know how to operate to where it is efficient for you by their rules? And when you bring their rules to the front, and it ain't what you say, they can't go against it. They gonna be mad.
No, here you go right here. I didn't know. Well, John, did you read the guidelines? Did you read your job description? Did you read your employee handbook?
Nah, man, I just needed a job, man. I ain't had a job in 6 months, man. I just needed the money, man.
Well, calm down. Did you read your handbook?
What does that have to do with? I mean, I told you I didn't, man. I just said I needed the job at the time, so I just took the job because I needed the money.
Well, John, in the guidelines, it states that you have to abide by these rules. Furthermore, you have taken advantage of this company. You're fired. Get out of here.
Oh, where's the chair? But you can't be that way. You can't shoot them up. You can't do that, because all them people are gonna do.
They copying everything. Let's go. That paper trail gonna lead you to your next job.
And when they call, they can't. A lot of times,
they can't even give you a good reference
at all. They're not gonna give you that. Yeah, he's a reputable person. If you need a reference from them people.
How does it work? Oh, he likes to take off 3 times a month.
So you gotta understand. Yeah, they can't tell your next employer how you are unless you have them as a reference. And if you have them as a reference, and they get the wrong person, because it may be one person in that job that you deal with that's cool, that can give you that good reference, but just say they call and that person is out. And they say, yeah, we're calling to get a reference on John here. Okay, well, John, he never came to work on time. Every time we gave him a load, he said he was going to be there. John was showing up 35, 45 minutes late. They're like, oh, really?
Damn, John.
So now what you doing? What you looking at? Why you doing that? But this is what we see. This is what we see. And I know some of y'all are like, man, yeah, I see it too, but do you really act like that? And I'm going to ask y'all a question that our pastor asked us the Sunday. He said, would you hire you? If you had a business, would you hire you? If you wouldn't hire you, why would anybody else hire you?
Right.
If you know you need to get up and do certain things and you choose to just sit there and lollygag through, you ain't even hire yourself enough to get up and do what you have to do. That's for personal, not even going to get a job, but just employing yourself to get up, go wash clothes, or go clean up the house. You won't even get up out of the bed to go do that, and you ain't worked in 6 months. Oh, I'm depressed. Well, you're gonna be even more depressed when them bills hit.
Definitely depressed.
Because when them bills hit, you're gonna be like, power bill.
Knocking at the door. Knocking.
You're gonna be using a flashlight and a candle to eat dinner, watch TV. You're gonna be watching everything. Then you ain't gonna have your phone after a while.
No phone, no job, my friend. No job, no phone. No phone, no internet.
But yes, guys, we also another thing, man, that I'm noticing. These guys are not having. You're taking all your money and putting it down instead of trying to learn how to negotiate with people. If you know you got $80,000, $90,000 that you can invest into something, don't give the whole $80,000 to $90,000 because you're gonna need some of that money.
Capital.
You gotta think, especially a truck. After you buy the truck, you gotta get your tag. You gotta get the truck registered. That costs. Not even fuel.
Tires.
Look, before you get to the gas and tires, your tag, your registration, your 2290, your IFTA, you spending about $4,000 or $5,000 just right there. Because if you don't, you just bought the truck. Now the truck's sitting pretty in your front yard and you can't go nowhere. You going out there every morning, starting it up. Talking about, yeah, I'm gonna be out there. And you sitting in the driver's seat acting like you doing it and you ain't moved 1 inch. Why? And you because the people call. Hey guys, we have a special interview coming up with Captain Byron. He is part of the transportation industry as well as a master of vessel for Jackson Shore operators, guys. Y'all sit back and enjoy the interview. Listen, learn, take notes. And hey guys, reach back out to us at talktomedriba@gmail.com, guys. Peace.
What's up, everybody? We're on Talk to Me Driver podcast. And we got a special guest today. We got Calin Bran with Jackson Offshore Operators. And we go step on it and we go step on y'all neck because this episode is about business being business. So Calin Bran, tell us, man, what made you get into the transportation industry?
To be honest with you, the money. The money out here, it's pretty significant. I mean, it helps you provide a good lifestyle for your family.
Right. Other than the money, was it an easy road for you getting out here?
It wasn't that hard starting. I mean, when you start, you're just basically starting on the basic level. So, it doesn't take a lot of paperwork, but it does take initiative.
Oh, yeah. Did anybody hand you anything or was it given to you?
No, everything I had to go get myself.
Basically you had to crawl before you walk.
Absolutely.
Like anything you do in life.
Absolutely. Start from the bottom, work your way up to the top.
Got you. So how long you been out here?
Coming up on 20 years.
20 years. Whew. Long time.
20 years.
20 years. Woo. But big dub. Big dub.
Yeah, coming up on 20 years, man. January will be 20 years for me.
Amen.
Yeah.
So, tell everybody your position in the offshore world, in the transportation industry itself. Tell everybody your position.
So right now, I'm currently serving as a master for Jackson Offshore.
Okay.
The boat that I'm running is the Squall, which we're on right now.
Okay. So what's your responsibility as being a master? What does a master do on a boat, on a vessel? Because a lot of people don't even know the classifications on. They just know I work on a boat or I work offshore. They don't know what people do offshore. They just know They on a boat.
Yeah, no, the master has a lot of responsibility. So the master is basically the ultimate responsibility on board, right? I mean, you oversee the whole operation of the vessel, making sure that you're operating the vessel safely. So you're basically in charge for the safety of the vessel, the safety of the crew, and protecting the environment as well. So it's a lot of responsibility, but I mean, it comes with the job.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. A lot of responsibility. And is it something you had to have a college degree or?
No. Like I said, I started from the bottom out here. I started as a deckhand when I first came out in the oil field. And no, there was no college degrees.
Now, when you started off as a deckhand, how much were you making a day? Was you making $800 a day or $900 a day?
No.
Exactly.
No, when I first started out here, I was only making started $100 a day.
Okay.
Yeah, my day rate was $100 a day as a deckhand, and you got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, you gotta start somewhere. And I see now these days, everybody wants to make the big money right off bat. Now everybody wants what they say want the baby, but they don't want to do the 9 months.
Yeah,
And so it's-
you gotta be able to crawl before you can walk. You know, I mean, the industry, provides a lot of opportunities. And it's I mean, this is one of the only industries that you're basically in charge of your own career. You can advance as fast as you want, and the opportunities are there. And I mean, there's a lot of things that can help you advance. Companies offer grants where you can take classes, and if you want to pursue a captain's license or engineering degree. I mean, the opportunity is there for you.
So basically, you're not putting yourself in debt coming out here.
No. That's like I said, you can take advantage of a lot of grants. Like Jackson Offshore right now offers grants where you can take a lot of classes.
Listen.
For you to be able to advance. I mean, if you employ a Jackson Offshore, they usually apply for a grant annually, which comes to the state. And I mean, that gives you the opportunity to take a lot of classes. I mean, classes that usually can, vary from, $2,000, $3,000 a class. You can take it for free. And I mean, it's
better than going to college for
hotels
for 10 years
to
be in debt to try to find a job that you don't get a job for the degree.
Absolutely. I mean, this is probably one of the only industries where you can, make high six figures, without having a college degree. So,
and I'm here to tell you, I tell people all the time, being in this industry alone, it don't matter what part of transportation world you in. You could be delivering DoorDash. People don't realize, and I make six figures. I'm not bragging about it, but I done DoorDash. I done Turo. I do anything that makes money, and I did DoorDash. And I almost made my day rate one day. Make offshore, and it's possible you can make $2,000 to $3,000 a week doing DoorDash. People don't want to do it because I'm not doing that. I ain't delivering nobody food. Why not?
I mean, hey, if it provides that, if it brings you that money and provides that lifestyle for your family, I'm all about taking care of my family. Whatever I gotta do to bring that bread in.
I did it all, man. Instacart, DoorDash, Turo. I used to rent my Mercedes out. When I be offshore, I rent it out. But you always got a knucklehead out there. Somebody left my car abandoned somewhere. I had to go have somebody go get it.
There's nothing wrong with an honest way of living, right? I mean, honest way of earning. I mean, whatever that job is, as long as it's a legitimate job that can provide for you and your family.
Yeah.
Pursue it. Just go after it. Just try to be the best you can. So.
What do you suggest to somebody, probably almost about to graduate high school, not knowing a route to go, like as far as college goes? What would you suggest to the up and coming generation?
Everybody has their own path to follow, right? And everybody has their own ideas of which way they want to go. Mm-hmm. I can take my son for an example. I wanted him to come out here because I knew the potential, for earnings out here in the oil field. But he decided to follow his own path and do something different, which I'm not knocking for. You are free to do whatever you want, coming out of college. I mean, but you got to be smart about it.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be smart about it. Ultimately, the goal is, you know what I mean, to make, you know, a good lifestyle, right? Provide a good lifestyle for yourself and, I mean, for your potential future family. So, I mean, I recommend this industry because of the fact that, you know, I mean, especially for the younger guys coming out of college, you can go to a maritime academy, do 4 years. 4 years in the maritime academy and come out with a third mate's license. I mean, you're coming out as an officer already.
Yeah.
And I mean, right out of school, you're already earning 6 figures, high 6 figures.
That's awesome.
So,
if you come out of college with a regular degrees and these guys not getting the job they want, or they have to go to school again and go to school again and still not finding that job, and then they come back and
that's not the only path. I mean, if you want to, I mean, if you don't want to take that, you know, the maritime route, I mean, you can still come out here.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to, you know, work a little harder for it. But I mean, you know, the opportunities are there. You know, as long as you have the drive, you can get yourself up to, you know, I mean, management position up here in short period of time. But I mean, you have to put that time in. It's not going to be given to you.
Oh yeah,
you know?
True. That you're right. Nothing's given to you out here. Me being out here 8 years myself, is you gotta work your way up. I started out here it was like 110, 120 a day, and I had to work my way up, keep going up, and it's a rewarding career. Invest in yourself, the time, showing effort. You know, a lot of people can't hack the way of being gone from home, which I understand, you know. But if you young, ain't seen the world, I think this would be the job, or even going on a cruise ship. You know, who knows? I got friends that went on the cruise ships and different, you know, MSC, the Sea Lift Command, and places like that.
I mean, the transportation industry has a different variance, right? I mean, it's not just particularly the oil field. I mean, there's many options you have. You know, you have cruise ships. You have, I mean, cargo ships. You know, of course, out here in the oil field. But I mean, like I said, there's different paths you can go. I mean, you have ferries and you have military sea lift. I mean,
not even that, doing logistics in the transportation. I know a lot of people do logistics.
Yeah.
I know people work from load boards. So many people, when they hear transportation, they automatically think that they think truck drivers. Which you know, when I was a child, I did too. I didn't know no better. I thought about truck drivers. A truck driver, you know, that's it. The transportation world is so big. It's so many avenues, and like I said, it's the main reason we trying to stand on business with this podcast, because people don't know. And then if they do try to find out, you got guys, oh man, I charge this much to do this for you. Why are you trying to charge me for free information?
Yeah, no. A lot of stuff that they want to charge you for out there. I mean, it's stuff that you can do yourself. I mean, you got to take initiative, though. You know, you got to take initiative. You got to want it. You know, that's the main thing. You got to want it, and I mean, you have to have a vision. You know, you got to have a goal, right?
Oh yeah,
you know,
definitely.
That's gonna be your driver. You know, getting that goal and say, okay, I'm gonna set this goal. And, you know, I'm going to go for it, and I'm not going to stop until I get it.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of people, they tend to get comfortable. You know, they want to start, but they get comfortable. You know, I mean, time doesn't wait for no one.
Oh, no. You're definitely right about that.
Yeah.
It don't wait at all. And that's the main thing. You can't get comfortable out here. And not even here, any job you at. It don't matter where you at. You can be at McDonald's flipping burgers. Don't get comfortable nowhere. Because you could be that manager that's telling you to need to hurry up, or you could be the owner of that McDonald's.
Exactly.
But you got to have the work ethics. You got to have the knowledge, the skills, the training. All that stuff comes in full circle. Any job, anywhere, any business, any career that might lead you somewhere other than where you're at.
Yeah. No, what I found out here, I mean, I'm talking about my personal experiences. I mean, if you bring the work ethic, you know, and you work as hard as you can, you know, show these companies that, I mean, you're worth it.
Yeah.
They will back you, you know, they will absolutely back you. And I mean, you're guaranteeing yourself a job, because nobody wants to lose a good employee, right?
Oh, no. No. That's why I try to leave any company I work for out here, try to leave a good way. I'm always welcome to come back any place I done worked at. So, you know, a lot of people just quit. I done seen guys being out here. I mean, one time I was working while I was working. That guy, he just packed his stuff and left. They didn't even know he was gone. He packed his stuff and just left. This was at one point in time where you could park your car down at Fushan.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But guys, look, listen, and learn. This man been out here 20 years, stood on business, a master of a vessel, 6-figure income.
Yeah, like I said, nothing was ever given. Nothing was ever given, but just that drive. Having that drive and knowing what you want in life, it helps a lot. I knew, the path I wanted to take. I just needed to, apply the work to get there. And, just taking it step by step, advancing in every chance that I got. Every opportunity that I got to move up and get a bigger license, I did that. I started on the smaller boats.
Yeah.
But I mean, that gave me the foundation that I needed. I needed to learn how to drive the boats. I needed to know how to manage people.
Yeah.
I needed to know how to, manage logistics of paperwork and everything on the vessel. So, just starting on smaller boats, a lot of guys try to knock it, because they feel like they need to come up to a big boat right off the top. But no, I mean, for me, it was the fastest route.
Yeah.
Fastest route off the deck and getting myself into that management position. That way I can start developing that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So, I tell the guys, you can start with a 100-ton license. Nothing wrong with that.
And nothing wrong with it at all.
You're getting a higher income, and you're starting to build your build that work confidence, that leadership, management skills that you need. Because as you work up to bigger vessels, I mean, there's more responsibilities.
Oh yeah.
And it doesn't just snap in your head. It doesn't come in just overnight. It's something that you work and develop through time. So,
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Calin Bran, we appreciate you for stopping by. Give the people listening one last word of encouragement. Keep pressing on.
Hey, if you know what you want, it doesn't just happen by standing still. You gotta go for it. I know sometimes things can be uncomfortable, but I mean, nothing that comes easy is ever worth it. So if it's worth it, I mean, you're probably gonna have to put some work into it, but just stick with it and you can, reap the rewards at the end. Just work hard for it.
Amen.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Calin Bran,
Yes, sir.
stopping by.
Not a problem.
We'll catch y'all next time on Talk to Me Driver podcast. Appreciate you. We out.